Okay, so welcome back to our next video in which we're going to tackle the process of shooting down the aliens. Because currently we have a whole fleet of aliens moving back and forth and down the screen coming towards the ship. And we can shoot at them, but currently the bullets have no effect. They just go right through the aliens. And then the aliens just keep coming down and they're not even detecting hitting the ship or hitting the ground. So we'll get to that part of the coding in a little bit. For now, we're going to get into making the bullets collide with the aliens and then making something happen. What we're going to do is have both the bullet and the alien disappear from the screen. And to do that, we're going to use Pygame sprite.collide. Group collide. And so in our alien invasions, we're going to come down here and pretty much we're going to come into update bullets, because this update bullets is all about, once we fire the bullets, we want to know the position of the bullets in relation to any of the aliens. So we're actually going to come down here to the bottom of this update bullets method, and we'll tab back here. We'll put in a little comment here of what we're doing. We're checking for any bullets that have hit an alien. And what we do when we have that, what do we want to happen, is that if so, we're going to get rid of the bullet and the alien. Now you can change this, you can modify it a little bit so that the bullet stays. You could also possibly get into the area, if you want to really develop this nicely, is having an alien that takes multiple shots to kill. So when the bullet hits the alien stays there, but the bullet disappears. But you'll register that hit, and as soon as the hits get to a certain point, the alien would disappear. And you could change the color of the alien every time it gets hit to indicate what stage it's on. But we're not going to program that into here. But if you're interested in doing that, that's one thing you could do. And as I mentioned also, you could program it so the bullet stays, the alien disappears, but the bullet continues up. And if it hits another alien, that alien dies as well. So you could have super bullets. All different ways you can kind of customize this for your own gameplay. But for now, we'll start simple. We're just going to create this collisions, and this is going to be equal to pygame.sprite.groupCollide. And group collide is a method that's created in the Sprite class. And what it does is it takes two elements, or two arguments to begin with, a self.bullets, that's one group, and it's going to check self.aliens as the second group. So it's going to take two collections, two groups, and it's going to compare all of their rectangle positions to figure out if any of them overlap. If any of these members of either group are interacting with each other, are in the same position, they overlap, it's going to create a dictionary with a value, key value pair relationship. The keyword would be the bullet, the value would be the alien, and they're going to be tied together and put into a dictionary. From that dictionary, we can do more with it. But what we're going to do here is set true and true. And what this is indicating is, what do we want to happen with those entities that have been detected to have collided? And setting them to true means we want them to be deleted. So true refers to the bullets, and the second true refers to the alien. So if we wanted the bullets to stay around, we would set this to false. And so the bullet would not be destroyed, only the alien that was hit by that bullet. If we wanted the alien to stick around, we would set the second one to false, and only the bullet would disappear. The alien would stay. So now our alien should be able to shoot. Let's take a look. And we'll fire away. Got one. Got another one. And you can see I'm limited to only 3, but you can see that as when my bullet hits an alien, then they'll disappear. Oh no, they're going to come down here and land. But luckily for me, they don't crash. And you can see part of this is the bullet speed, part of it's just bad skill. And come on, there we go. Okay, so we've shot down the entire fleet, but there's nothing here. There's nobody here to detect. What happens now? We need to repopulate the fleet. I can't just stand here and wait for them. I want them to pop up right now. Once all the aliens have been shot down, we should get a new fleet of aliens. So, how are we going to do that? Well, right after we update the bullets, let's give a condition. So, we've checked for collisions, and now, after we've checked for all the collisions, if we've determined that all the aliens are gone, we're just going to do a simple if not self.aliens, then we're going to destroy existing bullets and create new fleet. And just a couple simple lines here. We're going to do self.bullets empty. And this is just going to, because this is a sprite group, we can call the empty method, and it just basically wipes out any bullets that may be remaining in that group. And then we'll call the self.createFleet, which this method is what was creating our fleet to begin with. So now, when we save this and we run it, we can see that we should be able to. And what you might see here is this might get kind of tedious to try and destroy them all through here, because if I miss, then you gotta wait for me to shoot all these aliens down here. Got away. There we go. And there's my new fleet coming at me. Oh no, here they come. All right, so we have everything working, and speeding up the bullets might be something that could help, because you notice the bullets are kind of moving slow, but you don't really have to. This could be just kind of one of the aspects that you kind of play around with and see what makes sense for you and on your system. So any speeds that you want to adjust in terms of the aliens or the bullets or the ship, you can kind of mess around with that in this settings. So if you feel like the speed is off a little bit, you can increase the speed and see how that affects the gameplay. Just kind of mess around with that a little bit if you like. The last thing I want to do here in this video is to refactor our update bullets method just a little bit. So let's go back to Alien Invasion, and here's our update bullets, but you see it's getting a little chunky here. So we're going to just take all of this method that we just put in there, and we're just going to bring that to a new method. So we're going to define check bullets. So just going to bring all this into its own method. Check bullet alien, this should be an underscore, collision. So we're going to check bullets and alien collisions, and that's what it's going to do. And we'll need to give ourselves a doc string here, and we'll say this is going to respond to bullet / alien collisions. And I think we can remove any bullets that have collided. That looks good. We have our collisions method. Nothing else that we really need to do in there. But now that we've put this into its own method, we are going to need to come back up here to our update bullets, and we're just going to need to call this method inside of here. So again, this is just a nice way to ensure that our method doesn't get too large, right? Our update bullets, we're just going to check if the bullet and alien collisions are impacting each other right now. Okay, so that looks good. I believe we have a nice looking update bullets, and everything seems to be working well. So next time we're going to program how to check for the aliens hitting our ship and or hitting the ground, thus ending our game. All right, we'll take care of that in the next video.